This is the life. Uh-huh. Ah. I could get into this.
This is Koroba.
Oh, yeah. Koroba. Yeah.
Slave
What
Paces
is a
Part
girl's
2.
first duty?
Unmaster.
Hmm?
Oh, sorry.
What is a girl's first duty?
Girl's first duty is to be pleasing to her master in any and every way, master.
Or anything else we want to serve our owners. They are the ones who permit our training, allow us to be fed and live. This may sound strange, but no, you're not supposed to eat without the master's permission. We're to make sure we pay them back for the kind service they're offering, even in times when your owner has a conflict. Make sure you're serving your jar to the fullest, or your master, jar. It's for this reason a slave must beg for everything. She has no rights deserving nothing. We will do a training on begging and how to beg, but not today. Quote, the slave girl is commonly desired and prized by her master. She's one of his treasures. Notice she's cattle, but she's desired and treasured by her master, prized by her master. She's a treasure. The gory master, interested in her and tended of her, wants to know everything about her and its complexity and intimacy. He wants to know her thoughts, her emotions, her feelings, and all their feminine lyrical detail. Conversely, with the lovely slave, it's one of the many pleasures of owning her. It's almost impossible for a girl to keep her thoughts and feelings from her master, although mine try. He knows her too well. Most girls are extremely responsive to their masters and love them deeply, with that incredible love that only can be known by an enslaved woman. That love which a woman can accord to only a man who's her total master. Explorers of Gore, page 354. Now, notice this card says two things. Number one, you no longer get this she's cattle thing. A master's first duty is to love his slave, to get to know her, to understand her. Okay? And to act like a master, not like a wimp. The girl's duty is to obey him, to serve him, to be there, even if he gets off track a little bit or has other things going on. She's still to be there. Um, so both have to be together. I went to a discussion the other day with several cities involved, and they talked about that. And one of the men commented, when a master acts like a master, follows the principles of Gore, the girl will do what she's supposed to do. If you don't, no, the girl will start questioning whether she's with the right master. But a girl wants to have a strong master. Even women who are in real life executives and command other people, when they come on Second Life, they're looking for somebody stronger than them to actually be a leader for them. They don't like having to spend day and night running their families and running everything. Mm. They want a man stronger than they are. And so this card applies very, very well. Again, I don't give a crap if you're a lifer or not. If you're going to do gore as a slave, do it this way. All right, next one. Uh, what rights do a slave have?
None, master.
As already stated in case number one, you cannot punish me, you cried. You're not my master. Now I've heard girls say this. Any free person can punish an errant slave girl, I said. Surely you don't think that her behavior fails to be subject to supervision and correction as soon as she's out of her master's sight. That's the magicians of Gore. Girls, get this straight. I've heard girls say, well, I don't have to obey anybody but my master. Bullshit. You obey the master that's in front of you. If your master is not in front of you, you obey the master that's in front of you. Okay? The stuff that says, I only follow my master, not true. You follow all masters. Now, if your master's there, you always serve him first. You always obey him. But if your master is not there, you obey the free. And if you can't do that, you're in the wrong business. I don't care if you've been to the Gorian campus. Pacing question number 9. Who may punish a slave?
Any free person may punish me, master.
Yep, and I'm going to quote and show you why. It's a fact that such as discipline theoretically adds to a slave's value, since it trains her to be more pleasing and reminds her the bondage is critical. So an owner is usually delighted to hear that his or her slave has been punished appropriately by another. If you go ahead and smart off to another master, I prefer for him to smack your ass and whip you. By the way, if you notice, let me bring this over. I carry a whip on me, and I've more than once threatened to kill several girls. I don't have a problem with that. Of course, I have to compensate the master for it, but such is life. Quote, the discipline of a slave, I said, may be attended to by any free person. Otherwise, she might do as what she wished, provided by her master did not learn of it. The legal principle is clear and held in several courts in several cities. Magicians of Gore, page 122. I can kill or punish any girl. I may have to give compensation, but I can still do it. She smarts off, she's gone. Now, she can do it in IM. That's why I commented earlier. A lot of girls go into IM and be a smart ass. Gloria City Var says they don't give a shit. You do it, and even in IM, you're still going to get your ass killed, or at least take the punishment. The point is, you're either a slave or you're not. Card 13. Yes, a lot of people are going to disagree with me, but that's their problem. Okay, when does a slave say no to a free person?
Never, master.
And that's the honest to God truth. It's not saying they won't say no, and there may be a time when stay slaves it, but a slave will never deny anything to a free person. Any free person. Pacing question number 10. Oh, I've already done that. Forgive me. I don't know what the hell I just did. When is insubordination in any form accepted from a slave?
Never, master.
From the books. Insubordination in any form of any sort, even in the tiniest, least significant degree, is not accepted from slave girls by their Gorian masters, players of Gore. I don't notice that even in the tiniest, least significant degree. No, that's not acceptable. And that's true of all free. Again, Gore's getting away from that. I'm not, and neither are a lot of other masters. A slave was always permitted the last word in any discussion. What is it?
Yes, master.
You got it. A girl's only testing, I quote, I'm sorry, a girl's only testing her master, I smiled. Suddenly he struck me, slapping me cruelly across the mouth. It hurt me. I tasted a bit of blood. Do you think he asked just because I care for you, I won't be strong with you? No, master. I decide, he says. Yes, master. I begged that you are my slave. Yes, master, I cried. Then I writhed in his arms. He took me, exploring the deepest, most profound ecstasy a woman can know. Those of a slave's orgasm, known only to the own woman. How could I love you so much, he asked, if I did not own you, if you're not truly mine? I don't know, master, I said. Okay. Slave girls of Gore. So get this straight. What hangs upon the wall?
The slave whip, master. How
Now,
may I be of more pleasing?
now, I get kidded a lot because I wear my whip everywhere. In fact, I forget sometimes to take it off when I go to bed. And this girl and a couple of my other ones kind of laugh at that because I forget because it's everywhere I go. Um, Remember at any time. Now, have I used the whip on him? No, actually, in Gore, if you read the quotes, he said good slaves don't need to be whipped a lot, and they tend to be rarely punished. Why? Because they're obedient. So it's a double-edged sword. It's there to always remind even the free woman a whip is put at the bedpost to remind her that she may be punished. Even the free. It doesn't matter if they're free or slave, they still can be punished if they're an FC. I'm talking about the FCs. There's a quote that comments that it's at the bedpost a reminder that she's always owned, even if a free woman. Now, many actually do take care of their slaves, they're their precious property. Who destroys property? Okay? Discipline breed the girl. Yes, said Myra. Slave girl subject to discipline and punish. She's owned like Sheen or Tarsk is owned, again like cat or buffalo. She's owned, literally owned. You must understand that in its fullest sense, according anything may be done with her the master wishes. Even be slain if the master wishes. Then the slave girl is totally helpless of the girl and is totally at the mercy of the master. Yes, said Myra. Now, that is the bottom line, and those are the paces. I would suggest memorize them, put them in your profile, make them yours. The girl before you forgot a couple of them, but that is who she is. She's a slave at heart. She follows it. And I don't spend enough time running it through these paces, but I know she knows them by heart anyway. So my point is, make them yours. If you don't fit this profile, then I'd suggest you not be a slave, either in BDSM or in gore.
That's all, folks.